Breaking news here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Safety and captain Jabrill Peppers was arrested on Saturday morning on several charges, and he did not play in Week 5 against the Dolphins, and now we really know the real reason why. They already had Kyle Duggar out due to an injury that he sustained in Week 4, and we knew Duggar was going to be out for a couple of weeks. And then Jabrill Peppers was ruled out with an injury, and I thought that was pretty interesting, knowing that he played a heck of a game in Week 4. But then the real truth came out, and it did show that Jabrill Peppers got into some things this weekend, allegedly. And here is what Boston 25 News had to tweet out early this morning. A Patriots safety, Jabrill Peppers, is facing charges of assault, strangulation, and drug possession after an altercation in Braintree on Saturday morning. It's really unfortunate just to even have any player in a headline like this, but especially coming from a 3-time captain for the New England Patriots and such a heart on this defense. But nonetheless, the Patriots and the NFL did release a statement talking about what happened with Jabrill Peppers and the allegations that he is now facing. And the New England Patriots released a statement: "We are aware of the incident involving Jabrill Peppers over the weekend, in which the police are currently investigating. We will have no further comments at this time." That seems like a very generic statement that the team should announce, and the fact that he has to go through several things now to determine whether or not what happened and what's going on. And I noticed this here as well, the police report coming out from Mark Daniels saying that the police received a call about a disturbance at a home in the early hours of Saturday. Jabrill Peppers was arrested and will be charged today with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, strangulation, and possession of cocaine. He'll be arraigned today in Quincy. I do have the notes on the arraignment. We'll talk about more so on the back half of the show. But number one, it's just a lot to take in. That is some pretty serious allegations that he was facing there in terms of the assault, the strangulation, the use of a weapon, and then possession of cocaine. Obviously, there is no further details as to whether or not he was taking the drugs, if he was on drugs, what the possession of the cocaine actually was. But they did originally say that it was a Class B substance, so they are now leaning towards that substance being cocaine. But nonetheless, before we hop into anything else here on what happened with Jabrill Peppers on Saturday morning and what this means for the New England Patriots, just want to let you guys know we will have you guys covered here, good, bad, the ugly. We've got you guys right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Anything and all things Patriots, including live shows, news, rumors, breaking news, we've got you covered for free. No subscription needed. All you guys have to do is hit that subscribe button. We'll never ask you for a payment. None of that. Just go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. Obviously, we all know and love Jabrill Peppers when it comes to playing on the Patriots football team, but here's just a little recap as to what Jabrill Peppers does mean to this team, and that he was ruled out on Saturday afternoon with an injury, did not play in Week 5 against the Miami Dolphins, but he is a 3-time Patriots captain, and unfortunately, the Patriots have had to say goodbye to several captains this year due to injuries. But they have elevated other players in doing so: David Andrews, Kyle Duggar, Juwan Bentley, and so forth. So it is nice to know that the Patriots will find a way to elevate another captain if that's what it comes down to. But he obviously is a leader, a vocal leader, a physical leader on the field, off the field. So that's why a lot of this is really starting to become very interesting to me, that somebody off the field is saying that this happened. And then obviously we've seen him and what he is and who he is in the Patriots locker room. But he also signed a 3-year, $24 million extension this offseason. So the Patriots invested in this guy. The Patriots said, "Peppers, we want you here for a while." He's been with the Patriots for 3 years, and he was announced a captain when he fully arrived in New England. So the Patriots obviously have him around for the near future. And he has been a great asset on defense, and obviously the defense is more the bright spot here for the Patriots, as they've been ranked in the top 10 for the first couple of games this season. And, they started to fall for sure, but with Jabrill Peppers, he's stepped up huge on the field, with Kyle Duggar not being able to play, with Juwan Bentley out, with Matthew Judon traded, Christian Barmore out. 23 total tackles, 11 of those being solo. 1 interception, which was the first interception for the Patriots, which came in Week 4 against the Niners, and 2 passes deflected. So we're going to break down more here about what we think on Jabrill Peppers and what's really happening. I'm also going to give you those notes about what happened in the arraignment in Quincy right after I tell you guys about our sponsor here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. This show is not possible without Game Time. If you guys want the best tickets around and you want the best price while you're doing so, go on ahead and download the Game Time app. I use this for any sporting event, any concert, any birthday gift, anniversary gift. Hint, hint, guys. We always love little concert tickets if you're looking for that for your special lady. But even if you're looking for a great family memory, well, Game Time is going to provide you with that. Not to mention, parents, it's going to make sure that you have the lowest price guaranteed. It's going to give you coverage on your tickets for any cancellation. And they're also going to let you know that up to an hour after the event starts, they're still giving great deals on tickets that you guys can go whenever is convenient for you. Not to mention, I love the fact that I can see my seat before I buy, because the last thing you want to do is purchase a ticket at an arena, at a stadium where you've never been before, and you find out you're sitting behind a pole. That's never fun. So if you guys want to avoid that, go on ahead and do one thing for me. Go on ahead and download the Game Time app. And just in case you need one more thing, there is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. They filter out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands and thousands of tickets. Go on ahead, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Here's what Jerod Mayo had to say early this morning on Jabrill Peppers' arrest on Saturday, saying, "He called me that morning. I knew what was going on. We've informed the NFL what was going on, and we're still gathering information. He's not in the building today, as he has his arraignment in Quincy. As we gather information, he can definitely be in the building. We don't know enough to say he shouldn't be in the building." So right now, a lot of things are up in the air about Jabrill Peppers' future, but he did have his arraignment, which is why he was not in the Patriots facility on Monday morning. And according to reports, he pled not guilty on all counts of the possession of drugs and the domestic violence, ordered not to have contact with the victim. So it was just two people that was involved, according to police from the area. And now they're stating that the next court appearance is going to be November 22nd, but his appearance in court has since been waived. So obviously this is not going to be settled today. This is going to be something that's going to require further investigation to figure out what exactly happened, when the police did report to the scene, and what they did discover. But he is expected to be, once again, next court appearance in November 22nd, but that appearance does not have to be mandatory. That is what I have pretty much gathered from all the reports that have been out there. But one more thing that Jerod Mayo did point out here, and I want to speak on the leadership here kind of coming from Jerod Mayo, because this is not the first distraction the Patriots have dealt with. And he said, "What I will say is, all through training camp, all through the season, we talk about situations that happen around the league. So we can learn from other people as we gather information. I think players need to know about it so we can learn from whatever happened." So Jerod Mayo doesn't just want to push this under the rug. Jerod Mayo, it seems like he wants to address this and say something happened or something didn't happen. You know, there's a lot up in the air right now, but unfortunately he is arrested and he was charged. So we're going to have to wait and see. But Jerod Mayo really wants a team to know, look, man, this doesn't define you. We're going to figure this out. We're going to work together. And we do want to be able to come above this, which I do like that leadership coming from Jerod Mayo. But ultimately, this sucks. It really does suck, because New England has had several distractions so far when it comes to injuries and trades and people wanting to be paid and people not being paid. But this is obviously the most serious distraction that has happened for New England since the start of this season. But obviously we're going to need more information. But overall, anytime you have somebody in this limelight, it doesn't end well. It doesn't look good. It doesn't make the team feel good. And why should it? It's a 3-time captain that has now been arrested. Whether this does come out and all these allegations are true and whatever happened on Saturday, we don't know enough information to fully come to that conclusion. It sucks to look at a leader and say, come on, man. Why? You know, why? There's a lot of emotion that revolves around something like this. But the other thing is that he could be placed on the commissioner's list, which is kind of an NFL suspension for however long the commissioner does deem. So there could be another action that does follow this. But once again, we have to wait for more information to come out on what happened with Jabrill Peppers on Saturday morning and how this is going to affect the Patriots moving forward. So I have one question for you, and I'll be honest, when I type this out, I'm like, There is no way in hell this was on my bingo card for the 2024 season. I did not expect this to happen with, if anybody, Jabrill Peppers, knowing how much of a leader he is. But give me your one-word reaction to the Jabrill Peppers arrest. Mine is just disappointing. It's disappointing that a captain would be involved in this. It's disappointing that there's another distraction in New England that is going to keep the Patriots from being successful this year. It's just disappointing. Also, not to mention, this being an ongoing investigation, it's also going to linger around several players' heads, maybe even the head coaches in the facility, the front office. This is now going to be a longer distraction than something that a player gets injured on Sunday, you find out on Tuesday he's out for the season. That's a very small window for a team to have to gather their feelings, gather their thoughts, and move forward. But now knowing his next court appearance is going to be November 22nd, that's over a month that the Patriots are now going to possibly have to deal with this ongoing investigation. But on the other side, we will keep you updated on what happens with Jabrill Peppers and what happens with the New England Patriots, how they're going to handle this, and what is going to happen for the captain. Nonetheless, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me. And if you are subscribed, make sure you turn on your notifications. That way we can update you when we figure out the rest moving forward.